Plane spotting at mid-sized airports can be quite the vibe. Today, we're going to be heading to one of my model airports in Pensacola International Airport to evaluate their air service and what kind of cool pictures you can get at the airport. I hope all of you are excited for this, and without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started, everybody. Welcome everybody to Pensacola International Airport for some plane spotting. I hope all of you are excited for this today as we're here on a beautiful summer afternoon to evaluate what all the traffic looks like and really gain a better understanding of it. So during the vacation I took to Destin in August 2023, my parents were just kind of chilling out and we had some extra time, so I made the drive over to Pensacola to see what the airport's all about, and obviously some substantial sentimental value as I have the model airport as I mentioned. So I thought this would be a bunch of fun, and it definitely turned out to be so. So definitely check out the airport video. I highlight the observation area in that video that we're utilizing today. It's a really cool little setup, and it's definitely nice to see Pensacola providing such a place for plane spotters. So we love to see the effort, but without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started with our traffic today and see what it's all about. So our first aircraft here, we're going to talk about all the air service. If you've watched my model airport updates, you probably have a pretty good understanding of what we're going to see today, but for anybody that hasn't or want a better understanding, here we go. First off, we're starting here with this beautiful American Airlines Airbus A320. And also just note the perspective, we're looking at runway 8 here, I believe. So the vantage point's really nice here, easy to get over the fence and get a nice view of the airplanes from here. So as of for American, they fly to Charlotte, Dallas, and their other operations. Obviously, this is 118 Uniform Sierra coming in from Charlotte, mainly seeing it mainline on this service, so looking quite nice. Now, I know I spotted here for several hours, so you're definitely going to see quite a few American aircraft for sure, so that'll be nice along with the others. So get ready for quite a variety. You can see in the back the UPS A300, they have their cargo ramp back there, so the runways make an X shape. We'll see the other runway here in a little bit more in action. But anyway, you'll see as we get back to it, there's another UPS A300 on the actual cargo side. I think they have some sort of maintenance facility for the UPS A300 there. There was two. On the other side where that first one was, that were being worked on, it appeared near that hangar. So that's my assumption on that. But anyway, back to this with the American A320. I wanted to show you what the building looked like here for the passenger gates, and you can see it here. So a nice view of it. We'll get more into that in the airport video, so again, stay on lookout. But you can see here kind of the end of it. So where that silver is, that's where I've had them in my model airport. 7 is the first straight gate. You can see that United 145 in the back going into 3. You also have a cool hotel back there. I was not aware about that till I made this video. I knew it was back there, but I kind of forgot about it. So yeah, cool to see that. But anyway, it's a great facility. So anyway, they're looking quite nice for this American A320, and we got the 737 back there going to Dallas. We'll highlight that one more in a moment. But anyway, this aircraft's out the Charlotte Dulles International, looking strong. Great to see it, and the lighting's honestly pretty good for the summertime. This would be an excellent spot to go in the winter, no doubt about it. So regardless, great vantage point here, and cool to see this aircraft blasting off. You could also get good shots of aircraft taking off in the morning on the north-south runway, which is 1735. So anyway, cool to see that regardless though, and looking quite nice as this American 320 is out and about for Charlotte. So here's a nice overview here of the airport. You can see what's going on. So you probably are seeing those vibes now from the model airport updates. Southwest using gate 10 right here, and then you also have the other bridges as well. So looking strong, you got Silver and American 2. And then this is where Delta will park. We'll see plenty of their aircraft soon. There's the UPS A300 we saw earlier, and quite a nice little representation here of some other actions. Here's a T6 from the Navy doing some training flights. We'll see this one doing its passes here throughout the day. So cool to see that. And it's quite a nice scheme as well. So cool to see all the various traffic, and easy to get these taxiing shots, which is quite nice. A nice lineup of Cessnas here, including some various ones from like Civil Air Patrol and whatnot. There's the American 737 again, and then plenty of general aviation offerings. Here's a cool Beechcraft taxiing out. So nice to see that with the open air. It was a pretty hot afternoon. I mean, it wasn't like miserable, but it was definitely noticeable. And here's the Cessna 172 making its rounds. So cool to see that. Luckily, heat haze was not too much of a factor. So another nice component of today's plane spotting session. So we'd love to see that. There goes that Cessna. It's kind of a cool shot there. Quite a few intervals here, as you can tell. You can see the cumulus clouds working on being cumulonimbuses. We'll see that later on. But anyway, the actions continue to go on, like that T6 making its rounds. We'll get some sunbreak as the day goes on. Speaking of which, there it is with the air traffic control tower, and more gauge shots for a good measure, just to have that ready to go, trying to get a good one with all the sun, and that shot definitely proved to be powerful there. So we absolutely love to see that, and it's certainly going very strong. There's a cool Piper making its rounds right there. Cool looking aircraft. It looks quite nice. Love getting these cool action shots with the concourses. We'll get We'll get a much better shot here with the mainline offerings taking off. You can get a little bit more vantage point there. So great to see that. These photos have not been loaded in a while, so it's going to take a moment for them to continue to boot up and show. But anyway, there's a nice Seminole right there looking very strong, and a helicopter as well. So cool to see that from the Marines. And we'll see some really cool museums coming up from this area, so definitely stay on the lookout for those videos, particularly the Navy one and also the one they have at Destin Airport. Here's the Southwest 737-700 arriving in. Southwest has definitely gained more market share here as of late, so that's cool. And you can see the other one pushed back. That's pretty much how it goes for Pensacola. They have one come in, one go out, which is quite nice. So pretty solid for the operation, and definitely bringing all these folks here to the beach. So we love to see that. So here goes that 700 out, and then we have this cool aircraft taking off right there. The GA definitely very strong, though. There's no doubt about it. So here goes this Southwest 737. Camera trying to pan it out a little bit, but I ain't complaining. It's a good vantage point. So here comes the sun. That's a good one. As it is rotating into the sky, they fly to Dallas, Nashville, Houston, among other cities. A Sky Warrior Cessna, looking pretty cool. There's that Bonanza. You can tell they're keeping those doors and windows open. It was a hot one, especially for those folks. The cumulonimbus clouds trying to get going. There goes that Seminole to try to beat that out and get their flight training in or whatever they may be doing. And there goes that Beechcraft coming back out and getting after it once again. So cool to see that. Lawnmower, because you definitely got to cut the grass. There's a Seminole right there. Nice light. So we absolutely love to see that. Looking very strong. And again, similar GA aircraft, just working the pattern here with the Beechcrafts and whatnot. And then here's a really nice Piper of sorts. So cool to see that one. And another one for good measure. So they all come in and go out. So definitely exactly what you would expect to see from a mid-sized airport here. So cool to see all the GA operation. Definitely a nice little hidden gem up here in the Florida Panhandle. All right, here's a PSA CRJ 900. This was either Philadelphia, Washington, or Charlotte. Those are where you can see these flying to. So cool to see it coming in. I would assume Charlotte with how many frequencies they have, 5 or 6 a day. But anyway, who knows? United 145, probably going to George Bush. I think they fly that about 4 times a day. So healthy operation for them. There's no doubt about that. They do fly a mainline in the evening along with the service to Chicago, and then they have Saturday only to Denver, hit or miss. They used to have a consistent service to Washington Dulles. Unfortunately, that's been terminated, which is pretty unfortunate. Dulles is a cool operation. So what can I say besides that? The pictures are taking a moment to load. So yeah, here we go with the Piper once again. So that's nice. And then here's a nice shot of action with the American pulling in the 5 and the Seminole continuing to tear it up. I took plenty of them, but I did get some cool action shots. So happy to see that. Another cool vantage point at 421. And here comes the American 737 going to Dallas Fort Worth, which they fly multiple times a day. But what's substantial now compared to the past is multiple main lines during the day. Typically, it's only been a few Super 80s in the evening hours, but hey, we do have it now. So here's a nice PC. Is this a 24 or 12? I think this has got to be a 12, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. Anyway, Cessna looking strong. And here comes that Commuter 145 going to George Bush. There goes that Seminole once again. It's made too many laps. And here goes United. Strong into the sky. There it goes. Heading over to George Bush. Definitely a nice service there for United. So speaking of Delta, there they are finally. Their 737-900ER is one of the most consistent mainline offerings here coming in from Atlanta. You can see the 717, 737-900, and 777-200 consistently on this service. So definitely a strong offering here for Delta, and it's a very cool service. So awesome to see it here with the Scimitar winglets. But yeah, you can see several main lines a day, which is very healthy. All of that shuttle service up to Atlanta and connecting to other destinations in the network, of course. But yeah, this is pretty strong. So cool to see. And let's see if it loads. We'll get some other airlines in here soon, but finally great to get our first Delta as it's heading over. Here's the American 737. Delta's really nice. Cool to see that. Very nice, consistent flight for them. So there it is, taxiing in the gate 4. I had to get every angle of it for good measure. Here we go with the other airlines. So I filled in Spirit A320neo. Awesome to see this right here. I think I got a good one that I edited. Yeah, there we go. So this aircraft's coming in from Fort Lauderdale. They fly to Fort Lauderdale and Orlando. They've tried some other routes in the past, including Dallas twice. Unfortunately, they have never stayed consistent. It is what it is, but at least we have Spirit going strong here with multiple daily flights to the aforementioned Florida cities, which is really strong. I really like their livery. It's super nice, as we know. But anyway, it turned out really well considering the lighting circumstances, so very happy about that. So there it is, arriving in here and looking very nice. So cool to see. They'll head over to gate number 8. So we'll see them pulling in there momentarily. So Yeah, nice looking aircraft, filled in titles once again, and very short but very productive segment there for Spirit, making some real money. It's nice to see. Silver's been on the ground for a while. They got to take off soon. Anyway, there's the American mainline over to Dallas. What a great flight that's turned into. It's been a very fun time seeing American add more and more mainline to cities like Pensacola. So excited for the future, and apologies that I couldn't quite get the camera level. I'm not sure what was going on there, but it's okay. So anyway, are we at the end? I'm trying to tell if the computer is loading. I think it is. Yeah, there we go. So very nice to see that, looking strong. And I think we are at the end of this round of pictures. So let's go ahead and load up the next round and get into it, everyone. Alrighty, everybody, so here goes that American 737 taking off. Very strong mainline service over to Dallas. We'd love to see that, and very cool to get some contrast coming up, I believe, if I remember correctly. Trying to recall, it's been over a year since I've spotted at Pensacola, but I thought the sun peaked out here at the end, so let's see. Once the photos load, I did restart my computer, so hopefully that will help it. Just going to take a moment here. There we go. Looking strong, very nice catch, and off the Dallas goes the American 738, so we'd love to see that. T6 here with the orange livery, very strong. These are some really good ones, so very nice to see. Surprised the grass looks a little deader than what I would have expected, but maybe it's just the angles of the shots, I'm not sure. Anyway, here goes the really nice Seminole there, and then we got all of the airlines here at the gates. It seems like it's really cool. We just are missing United now, so looking very nice. And that silver once again has been there for a while, but again, one Southwest goes out, so another one will come in soon. But anyway, really cool with the trees in the back. There's your foliage right there, looking strong. But anyway, here goes the 737-700 off and about. Nice lighting. Very happy with how these turned out, and I'm sure we'll see another one shortly. So blasting off to one of their several destinations out of here, especially in the seasonal front. They have several in that department. So there we go right there. I mean, that's just how it goes. One comes in, one goes out. So it's very, very organized, and glad to see it going strong. So there are a bunch of 700s. Here's this one coming in. I'm sure it's like Hobby or Nashville or whichever route it is. But again, they keep it very organized. So there goes that stunning T6 once again. And then we have this really cool. Is it like Neutron Group? Is that what it says on there? I don't know. But anyway, PC-12 of sorts, looking very nice. I like the blue one. That's really cool. Another nice aircraft. And then we have that T6 looking very cool. There goes the other one. And we have a couple of thunderstorms brewing in the back, but we still are getting some breaks. And we can see all of our airlines here too. And even a couple contrails for good measure. Here is a beautiful global for NetJets. That's looking very nice. We'll see that one take off shortly, but I really want to highlight this beautiful Falcon. I don't know if it's a 7X, maybe it's some sort of variant of it. I'm not sure, but it looks really nice. So definitely really want to highlight that. That's a great looking aircraft, and somebody spent some substantial money to get that one. PSA heading back to probably Charlotte. There's a nice duo shot between those two wonderful biz jets. So here comes NetJets, the global as well. Getting a little reverse thrust testing in there, and what a nice looking aircraft it is. Haze really starting to become prominent, but again, not a huge deal. I was out here for fun. I hope all of you are finding fun within this plane spotting as well. So looking very nice. As we wait for the computer patiently to do its magic, it will. Just going to take a moment here to get to the next round of shots. But yeah, that hangar is also really nice. I like the blue on it. So that's definitely another key observation here at the Pensacola International Airport on this beautiful summer afternoon as we patiently wait for this computer to do its magic. It's like it did 50 really great in a row there, and then it just kind of fell apart. There's a really cool, nice tail dragger aircraft. And then we have the American CRJ-900 looking very nice right here. What a great looking plane there with the foliage. Patience will pay off. There we go, looking very nice. And there it is, off and about, rotate, and there it goes. Patiently, at least. I restarted the computer, so I literally, OBS and these previews, all that's right. Now I know previews taking like 50 gigabytes, which is a bunch, but I was expecting it to go a little bit smoother, so apologies. But hopefully the computer will load soon. Come on. Hello. I don't know why it can't function a little bit more efficiently, but what can I say? I guess I need to load less pictures, but I only have like 300 on here, so I was trying to make it practical, but I mean, man, come on. What can I say? All right, I'll restart this so that you all don't have to sit and wait. Okay, hopefully it's a little bit better now, but you can definitely tell the cumulonimbuses are getting going here with this American CRJ-900. We also got the Marines helicopters. These are cool catches as well. I like their scheme quite a bit, so that's really nice. And there goes the NetJets Global off and about. Very nice flight with the UPS there, and off she goes. And I think we got a nice little shot there with the Spirit and Delta. So we love to see that. And there it goes, 148 Quebec Sierra doing what it does best. So nice looking livery. cool shots as well. Definitely we'll have to get some cool crops at some point, but no doubt a typical summer afternoon. Nice Piper here going strong. We love to see that, along with this Cessna Skyhawk also looking quite nice as well. Love the livery on that one, so that's really cool. Finally, a United mainline aircraft. This Airbus A320 is coming in from Chicago O'Hare. This is typically operated once a day in the middle of the day. You get on both sides of the banks, which is really efficient and productive in my opinion. Nice looking aircraft. I thought these shots turned out really well. I'm going to miss this old livery. It's quite nice. I personally think the Evo is a big upgrade though, but I will miss it because, you know, we've seen a bunch of them. So definitely want to highlight 457 Uniform Alpha. I'll also miss this aircraft when they retire it. This one's probably in the mid-20s for age, I'm sure. So Cumulonimbus getting kicked off there, but we do have the sun to still rock with it. Piper going strong right there as it takes off and comes back around. And now we've moved over to the parking garage. So I went to the Navy Museum during that intermission, so definitely check that out if you get a chance. But thunderstorms kind of cleared off, so we have some great opportunities to work here from the parking garage. This is great in the summer mornings and evenings for the east-west runway, and then great in the afternoon for the north-south runway, which they ended up moving some of the flights over to this runway, like the Southwest Max 8, so we'll be able to see quite a bit. I had a little bit of fog there on the lens. If you can't tell, that's humidity at its finest. So cool, get some good shots here. Really liking it. So yeah, here's that UPS maintenance facility. I don't know what exactly they do, but anyway, you can definitely tell that they're doing work. This is a cool shot to highlight the 300 right here with the APU off, and then you got the flaps down and the engine reversers out and all of that. So pretty cool to get to see all that and what we're highlighting. So big fan of what's going on there. That's really cool. Oh, ST Engineering, that's who it is. And they also do the UPS 77s as well. So you can see one in the hangar right there, one on the outside. So yeah, this is a great time for UPS to be the monopoly main cargo carrier here. So they're able to flip-flop aircraft as they come in and out. So very efficient. Don't even have to do a ferry flight. Very logical operation here. So cool to see that. And there's both hangars right there. It's a pretty large facility, 4 of them on the ground at once. So they definitely aren't playing games when it comes to getting the job done. And Pensacola, I think, is a good place to do this at. Very efficient. And you don't have to do a ferry flight. So that's really cool. Short-term parking down there as well, if you're wondering what that is with all the cars. So that's quite nice. And patience will rock once again for trying to get this to load. So there we go. Okay, another commuter 145. This one's coming in, I'm sure, from George Bush. It's their main route here. It's a pretty short flight, about an hour or so. So it definitely adds up. So only have 200 pictures loaded. I don't know what the deal is, but here we go. Very nice. And one of the best parts about this location, you can definitely get great touchdown shots. That's really cool. Feeling very fortunate this aircraft landed on north-south runway for some good light and good images as well. Better look here at the GA ramp back there too. It's pretty cool. Plenty of Cessnas. It's a great place for training flights. Southwest Max 8 taxiing in. So that aircraft landed right as I got there, actually. So nice to see that. We'll see that one here in a moment. And now the Piper's using the north-south once again too. So that's really cool. Lighting is still okay at the observation area. You'll see a shot here to kind of compare it to in a moment. But there's that T6 once again. It feels like it's been going the whole day. A really nice citation longitude here, touching down. Very strong aircraft here. I really like the GA offerings that Pensacola provides, and the bucket reversers really notable in this particular example, which we love to see that. Here's a Piper right here looking quite nice as well as it comes into touchdown. Very, very good looking plane. So happy to see that. And here we have a Southwest. One goes in, one goes out. So the Max was actually waiting on this aircraft to take off. So here it is on the east-west runway, and you'll see what the lighting looks like. So it's pretty much down the nose at this point. Love the north-south runways for this reason. It's so much easier on the plane spotting aspect. But anyway, I'll show you what this looks like. It's a great angle though, regardless of the case. But in the deep summer, in the morning and evening, you can get some good shots from here. And if it will load, I will show you what we're working with. So here it is lining up though. Haze at its finest. There's absolutely no doubt about that, but that's okay because it's not a problem. Okay, here we go. Well, I got like 2 there to go and then it just quits, but hopefully it'll load up here in a second. So patience will win the prize. Come on. Hello. Trying to load. There's only like 200 pictures. We can do this. Tough times and tan lines. Hello. I guess I'll reload it. I hate to do it again, but I guess that's our best option. So let me just go ahead and do just that. Here we go, everybody. Took a little bit of time, but here we go with this Southwest 737-700 taking off. So you can see the light's actually starting to favor the other side a little bit. So, but again, observation area, great in the winter year round. Love the sun's concept there of the Earth's axis and how it functions, but definitely different times of year for different objectives. And the Southwest still turned out pretty well. Haze is right here, but you'll see it rotate here in just a moment. I have 50. There's the observation area right there in the background, though. You can see a good look at that. There's 4 benches there, and it actually has the runway set up inside on pavement, which is very cool. And then you see the overhang there is nice as well. Anyway, though, I only have 50 pictures here loaded, so the fact that this can't function correctly, I don't know if I need to just let my computer sit for a while. I did export like 15 videos overnight, so maybe it's really wore out from that. I'm not sure, but I'm going to have to work on this, but we're towards the end, so there we go. Okay, really nice shots right there, and then there it goes. So you can see right over the tower, and then there's kind of what the light looks like. You can definitely tell what it is, obviously, and it's still pretty good, but it would be better at like 8 or 9 o'clock, but I still wanted to drive back to our accommodations and make it there before the sunset, so obviously it wasn't dangerous driving conditions. So that was the deal, and there was only like 2 planes I ended up missing. It was a calm evening here. This was a Sunday, yeah, so should have been a little bit more, but hey, it works. Piper right here looking strong. There's that UPS A300 again. I'm definitely going to edit those and post them sometime. Very cool Southwest 737-800. One comes in, one goes out. This one has the blue skim, or the Canyon blue scimitar winglet. This will definitely have to be a post at some point. That's very cool. So yeah, that's looking really nice. Missing the Canyon blue 800s, but I'm glad I got to capture as many of them as I was able to. 8613 kilo. Had a little bit of a hint of it left at this point, so that's really cool. Yeah, it's looking really nice here with the skimmies as it comes into touchdown here. And I'm wondering, what was I going to say here? How this touchdown is going to go, because I'm sure the shot turned out pretty well. So Patience won the prize here at some point. At least I'm thinking it will. There we go. Very, very, very narrow flare there. Very, very shallow flare. But hey, it works. So let's see if this will load. We're almost to the end, I promise. I think we got like 25 left. Very frustrating, as you can tell. But there it is. Nice touchdown shot. There we go. That's exactly what we're going for every time. And this aircraft's looking just as strong as ever. So great looking look at the GA aircraft. They're very cool as well. So we absolutely love to see that. We got every one of them here in the house. I think we got probably about 2 dozen or so. So that's really cool to observe and see. We love to see it. And there's the other ramp, which has probably 3 dozen, even better. And I love this little hangar setup. And then you also got the FBO building there too. So that's really cool. So love all these various planes, quite a few Cessnas, a couple Bonanzas, a couple Warriors, you know, all the planes that you would expect here in the GA landscape have arrived. Patience will win the prize on these photos. They are just, today's not been the day, but that's all right. I'll work on it, so hopefully it's better. Come on, we got like 20 left. This should not be that challenging. I've seen it load 600 successfully a couple times, and it's tenure here. There we go. So there's a really cool Turbo Cirrus, the black wheel frames here are really cool, so that's a very cool test. It's the G3 for the GTS, so that's a very cool aircraft right there. So cool to see that one. Man, I don't get it today. I really don't. Okay, I guess I'll pause it one more time to make it a little bit more efficient. All right, there's like 6 pictures left, so surely this can load. And here's the final takeoff there for good measure. Looking very strong, and overall, Pensacola plane spotting went really well. A bunch of really great catches, and I really hope each and every one of you enjoyed it. It was a bunch of fun to make, and I'm very glad to have spotted at Pensacola. Stay on the lookout for that airport video, along with all the other content coming from this cool little weekend trip. Definitely was much more than I anticipated, and overall, I had a bunch of fun. I hope each and every one of you enjoyed it. That being said, that'll do for today's video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. My name is Director of Aviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do you love and love you do. My name is Director of Aviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as Director of Aviation is signing off.